Congratulations, mate. The career continues to be on a roll. End of watch, super powerful movie. You're no stranger to guys who wear uniforms on the job.
Yeah, like the movie I did, Observe and Report, the comedy. I played a security guard, so I had a lot of training for that.
And for this too, right? So,
Well, I mean, I'm kidding.
yeah, no, exactly. So you go back, and so between military, all that sort of stuff, the police thing, what is it? What is it, do you think, that it's about you that kind of screams guy in uniform?
I don't know. To me, it's kind of all different. Like World Trade Center, like I was stuck under the rubble, so it's basically that. And then it's so funny, but I'm like, I think I've done it like 4 times, and then everything else has been completely different.
Yeah.
And the thing is that like a lot of action movies, in order for them to be action movies, have to be with some kind of law. You know what I mean? Some kind of police officer or whatever it is. And that's why I like these kind of movies.
Has it changed your perception of what these guys do on a daily
This
basis?
movie in particular, yeah, because this movie, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but this movie is different because it's like, we had like 5 months of preparation for this, and then I'll call myself out. There's this one guy, who's a sheriff, Mark Schlegel, and he's like, "You all right, man?" I was like, "No, it's not cool." And he's like, "I feel a little, like, are you okay?" And he's like, "It's okay, man, we're cops." And he's like, "Yeah, all right, sorry, man." I'm like, and he's like, "Where'd you grow up?" And then we start talking about it. And because of where I grew up, it was like you're kind of taught to fear the police officers. And it's really odd because I'm like, there was no reason. Like, he was being a totally cool guy. And I was like, yeah, you're absolutely right, wow. So there's a lot of discoveries that you have to be open for, in order to make this kind of a movie. And it's written so well. You really want to tell this kind of story.
And you guys seem so loose in it. Was it just because you were given a lot of time together beforehand?
Yeah, that's mainly it. Like, preparation, we ran scenes like 100 times, and literally it was one of those things where you're afforded to spend this much amount of time to rehearse, because you have to know it like the back of your hand, and you also have to know all the procedural stuff that you're doing in order for it to be and look like real and improvised.
And what about Jake in particular that made it? Can you really only talk smack about other people's, stereotypes and backgrounds and all that sort of stuff if you're good friends with someone?
I think so. Like, oh my God, my buddy right there who's asleep, my manager, Eric Kranzler, said some stuff about like Jewish people. And then my friend who's Jewish was like, and I was like, no, he's Jewish too, don't worry about it. Yeah. And I think that it's like there's something that like there's almost like a permission, that happens when you're actually friends with somebody. Where it's like, yeah, whatever. Cool. It makes for better movies, I think.